we got on this one here? The computer is not powering on. Alright, let's take a look and see what's going on here. Start with the simple yet effective unplug the battery and plug it back in. Secret technology. Well, that's awkward. Well, that captive screw that was supposed to be captive just popped out. Alright, let's check the battery. Let's unplug that. We grab a power cable and see what we got. It's a cheap laptop now. It wasn't cheap when it was new. I mean, this is probably a $700 or $800 laptop. This is one of Dell's Pro line laptops. So this guy said he replaced this himself, so well, that explains why stuff is not screwed in. Yep. It's a Latitude. This one has a i7. Yep, business laptop. It is, you can see it right there, Latitude. Alright. No idea, Emily. It's not working, so I can't look. It's either 8 or it's going to be 4, but more than likely it's 8. You're wrong, it's 16. So, alright, let's check some voltages here. We are going to see. Yeah, I'm genuinely happy it came down by quite a bit. That should help my stress level a little bit. All right, and today will be the first day we get to use my new microscope. Okay. Well, that's working. Alright, we got a short on the board. Alright, I gotta take this thing apart. Let's go! Oh, well, that was the fastest freaking diagnosis I've ever done. I took off one thing and I found the problem. Alright, let's see how well this is going to work. I wonder if I can rotate this around. Alright, there we go. Now I gotta find what I did with the remote. There's the remote. Alright. Just gonna go. You can kind of see what the problem is. So that makes me wonder if yeah, well, you can deal with lights. Like, I don't think I have any control over these lights, so I might have to do my own thing. Let's see if we can see anything on there. Can't really make out anything there, can you? Bradenton PC Repair, this is Chris. How can I help you? Well, see what this guy wants to do. Now, what I'm curious about is I'm curious about the back of this. See, that cable looks fine. Yeah, it burned through the cable too. Well, maybe not through. But it definitely charred it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'd be an easy fix. But my problem is figuring out what that is. Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull that off the board. Because I guarantee you on the underside of this board, there is, I'm pretty sure underneath, there's another one of those. I have a feeling what happened is this guy like broke his DC jack, and then when he went to replace it, he plugged it in, and it shorted against the bottom of this cable. So let me use my other microscope, which is slightly easier to use. And did this to it. My only concern is that this went through. Let's take a look here. I don't think it went through the cable, to be perfectly honest. I think it just melted into the protection. But like that would just be, this cable would probably need to be replaced. Like honestly, I think this might actually be fine. Yeah, you can see now that I scraped the top layer off. They look to be fine. I mean, you're seeing what I'm seeing, so. But yeah, this cable would probably need to be replaced as well. Which still, that's still like a lot cheaper. Where do I start with this thing? I guess let's pull his hard drive out. Right, but like the guy took it apart because his DC jack died and he replaced it. So I'm willing to bet that when he went to replace it, that was shoved against it. Yeah, because he said, like, I asked him straight up, he's like, I just replaced the DC jack 2 days ago, and I'm like, was there a reason? And he's like, yeah, it wasn't working. So he 100% did this damage himself. Let's flux it up. Hey there, Editing Chris here. Just a little bit of an explainer on this. I didn't realize that I didn't actually cover this in the end of this video, but this motherboard ended up being completely unrepairable. I talked to the guy on the phone. It actually had burned through several layers of the board, and that's why you see me putting it back together. The guy decided he was just going to end up replacing it. So I know it's kind of an anticlimactic end to it, but as you can see, as I'm starting to pull this thing apart, that component was completely and utterly sheared in half by whatever failure happened to it. And when I got down to starting to remove the actual feet, the legs from the motherboard, the actual traces underneath them were just completely and utterly disintegrated. And you can see that when I start pulling it off, just very briefly. The other part of it is my audio really started getting bad at the end of this video. So in the end, the guy ended up just replacing the entire computer. I transferred his data over, and yeah, that was it. So yeah, now to the outro. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.